Meanwhile, with America's leaders and its military distracted by this war in the Middle East and in Ukraine, China's getting very aggressive, Greg. On Saturday, Chinese Coast Guard vessel again rammed a Philippine ship in the South China Sea, rammed it 3 times to stop it sailing waters that China wrongly claims are Chinese. I thought our Prime Minister's response yesterday to this Chinese aggression was very weak, not even naming China. Here he is.
We need nations in the South China Sea to recognise that international law of the sea requires safe navigation there. I'll get a full briefing about it, but there shouldn't be dangerous activity because it comes at great risk.
Greg, that was weird.
Yeah, look, I think, again, this is a pathetic performance by Albanese, absolutely pathetic. It has been widely noticed in Washington how weak Albanese is becoming on China. And the Albanese government is a bit like the Harris-Walsh candidacy. So they've designated one person, Richard Marles, the Defence Minister, who will actually say the word China when standing next to an American general or statesman. And the rest of them just go and hide under the bushes and try to say nothing. And, the Albanese government is very good at saying nothing. The other salient element of this, Andrew, is that this is a very sustained campaign by China against the Philippines, a very specific, sustained campaign. Just as they ran a campaign against Australia for a number of years, they're now running a vicious intimidation campaign against the Philippines. Now, it is overwhelmingly in Australia's interest that the Philippines stand strong, as they have been doing. We should be doing everything we can to support the Philippines. And at the very least, the Prime Minister ought to be able to say, look, China ramming innocent Philippines vessels is something we strongly object to. Instead of which, Richard Marles is the designated pro-American, occasional quiet voice, and the rest of them say nothing.
Greg, it's just that you have to say this. It just shows how weak and unprincipled this government is on these matters. China has got it over a barrel. I don't know why. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, Greg Sheridan, thank you for your time.